Yes.
Yo,
Okay.
welcome to the Hundy Thou Podcast, or is it called that?
It is for now. We'll reveal it.
Might have a name change, big name
Might have
change.
a name change. Might have a name
Fucking
change.
brand change, y'all. Brand change, y'all.
Yeah.
That'll be a surprise coming up.
Yes.
Well, I want to get back from
Fun,
my
fun.
vacation here. If you're watching the YouTube channel, I'm in Hawaii.
Are you in Maui? Are you smoking some Maui Wowie?
Oh, whoa! You're in New West. You're home. Beautiful.
Dude, yeah, I'm in the new Westminster.
That's
not
very
like the
British
old-
of you.
Not the old Westminster.
The newest of the Wests.
Fuck, man.
Yo, okay.
Yeah.
So, top of the morning to you. This Weeknd album just dropped. Dawn FM. Incredible. That's my review.
That's your review?
Incredible. Yo,
Incredible.
I swear to God, it dropped like maybe a couple days ago, or the first time I heard it, I listened to it like 15 times over, I think.
Really?
I've been real
Oh,
obsessed. I
man.
don't know. I think it's because it's like the honey drop 80s sound with all like that weird like electronic like synthesizer shit on top of it is like just hits me perfectly. That's exactly what I like.
So how are you listening to it? Headphones? Big speakers?
All over the place. Okay, so I walked around in the woods, listened to it on headphones. I drove to my friend's house, listened to it in the car. I'm at home. I got some nice speakers in my house, listening to it on that. Like everything I've listened to it on.
Okay.
How about you? Okay, how you feeling about it? You're a little pensive? A little pensive?
No, man, I just have I have FOMO. I'm very jealous because I know too well the joy of a true earworm where you're just listening to an album over and over again where it hits.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm jealous. I'm straight up jealous of you, dude. Because that's a hard feeling, man. That's like
I was
man,
surprised.
that's a gift, bro.
I
That's a
loved
gift.
I loved After Hours, but I felt like it was too all over the place. Like, you had Blinding Lights was like 80s, and then you had like kind of trappy ballads and stuff like that. It was like that wasn't a bad thing. I mean, it was good to have variety, but like this one just like slipped into the 80s vibe and just like rocked with it the whole
Just
time.
stay there. It did.
Yeah, and man, that's just hitting me hard. I'm like fully invested. Yeah, so I wish maybe get a little bit of my drip off, of like feeling so good.
Well, there's man. I honestly, because we talked about this not a while ago, a couple days ago, about this album, and I was like, oh, I've never heard it, but I actually have heard "Take My Breath" on the radio a lot.
Oh, it's already rocking the radio.
It is,
Yeah, of course,
and
has to
it
be.
is a banger. It's a huge banger.
Yeah,
But I just assumed it was a single, and because
it was.
it's fantastic. I mean, that on that album, I think that's definitely his strongest chart track.
Yeah, maybe. Blinding Lights, I think broke all. What is it? I think it was like the number one song in the history of the Hot 100.
Let's look it
on
up right now.
Billboard. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep talking while you look it up. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
keep
look it up?
talking. Yeah, no, keep talking.
Okay, so like that one smashed records. So it's gonna be near impossible to beat that. But if he does do it, then I think this is the album to do it. To be honest, because like he took basically that one thing was such a smash hit. He's just like, I'm gonna make a whole album like that, and it's like retro, but at the same time futuristic. Like there's 10 Tricks Point Never, I think his name is. He worked on the soundtrack for Uncut Gems, which Weeknd was in, and I'm assuming that's maybe how they met. So that guy's on this album. He's like a deep like electronic guy, which I've never got into too much, but you could totally tell how he's brought that to this album because it's like very synth, like heavy, but 80s.
There's a wide gamut of 80s influences. It's fantastic. Just a side note, Blinding Light has officially been crowned the all-time number one song
in history.
In history on the Billboard single charts.
Isn't that
Ousting-
insane?
Ousting Chubby Checkers, The Twist.
Finally, God damn it! But yo, that blows my mind. I know the Weeknd's popular, but to do something like that's pretty insane.
little nerdy fucking teddy bear from Toronto, man.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Okay,
Wow.
so like, I got into him on his first album, which was also incredible, but way more moody and different. But he's just like stepped into the fucking Michael Jackson spotlight. He just like pushed Michael Jackson out and was just like, I'm now Michael Jackson of modern times,
Look
like,
at me.
and
Look
yeah,
at
and then
me.
he
I am the Michael Jackson now.
then he probably just dropped his fucking Thriller just now, like this is an incredible record. And I'm
What was
just
that one
glowing
song?
because I'm a fan.
I Can't Feel My Face.
Yeah, that's from way back when he was
That
kind of
was
shit.
huge. But what?
That's the thing too. He was huge, but that song's fun. It's not like incredible.
But bro, here's the thing. Because just something you touched on, because you said like he was way more like weird and dark. Did you say, or like
Yeah,
just now? But this is the thing I think has been the Weeknd's success, is that he's never really gone away from that. He's
True.
only changed his production value.
yeah. He's still kind of like a nasty guy.
The contradiction of the Weeknd is that he is like one of the most beautiful voices of all time in pop music.
Yeah.
And yet there's such a profound sadness to it. Not only in, I think, his kind of tone, like his keys, like how he sings.
Mm-hmm.
It's very haunting, almost ghostly.
Yes.
But the content is also, it's almost of like a nihilistic, profound sadness that he kind of talks about. Almost, he wallows in the shallow. So he's deep in the shallow, if that makes sense, because he sings about like doing cocaine and having these kind of shitty relationships, and he kind of stays in that. He sits in that kind of almost cheap thrills.
Yeah, he relishes in it in a weird way,
you know. And yeah, his earlier albums are more kind of the R&B, straight up R&B with, and he had this beautiful voice, but he was grimy, like what you were saying. He was talking about doing coke and just like having sex, but all his songs have been like that in a sense
the whole time.
And whether it's more poppy or 80s synth, or you know, whoever.
Well, even to think that I Can't Feel My Face was a massive hit is funny, because it's talking about cocaine, and like even on a song called Reminder off Starboy, he talks about that, where he's like, I just won a Teen Choice Award for a song about getting high off a bag of blow. Basically, he's just like,
even like, Starboy, his whole Starboy is a woman cutting lines of coke on like on an ebony
glass table. He always talks about that. Yeah. He's always talking about doing lines off of tables and shit.
But the thing about that though is that I think his genius is that the shallow becomes complex. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just like, oh, he just sings about doing coke. It's like, well, but in his character and in his what he's actually expressing, it's almost this weird, like, profound sadness. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and so it's like, it's not that he's just like, yeah, I'm doing coke and this shit's cool. It's like he's almost this trapped soul.
It's like a tragic character.
He's a tragic character. He's, you know, and especially now, since he's the #1 selling artist of all time.
That's the crazy thing. If this record does like bigger numbers than After Hours, this is like a breakup record almost. There's like profound sadness all over this record. I'm not sure if you heard the whole thing from front to back, but
I did. Yeah. It's all about sadness.
Yeah, it's like
my favorite track on it was Out of Time, which
amazing.
I believe is. And I was listening to it, and I'm like, "Oh, this is it's a super city pop almost vibe." Yep. And it is. It is a
sample.
It is sampled from city pop. It's a city pop. Mara Tomoko, I think. But anyway, and you guys can look it up. I don't know. But anyways, it's cool. That's. I mean, so it's all about. I don't know if it was Bella Hadid. I don't want to get to Entertainment Tonight Canada, or
or do we?
Imagine
or is it Selena Gomez.
Dude, imagine
versus.
Imagine us two on the Entertainment Tonight Canada,
like gossiping and shit.
Just taking over, just kicking the door down from Rick Campanelli's fucking office, picking his fucking 5'4" ass up,
just shock bitch. Put him out.
This Undertaker fucking Tombstone Rick Campanelli, fucking just toss him out. Entertainment Tonight.
That's our comfort zone.
That's where we want to be. That's our goal. Manifest it.
Like mainstream gossip rag bullshit.
Mark and Chris, Hundy Thou on the Entertainment Tonight fucking newsstands everywhere. But I think that's fuck, I got lost, but
Out of Time, you're talking about Out of Time, City Pop, and it was a great track. Your favorite one?
Great track. Great track. He has like Quincy. I thought the Quincy Jones excerpt was really cool.
Interesting.
Really funny. Listen to Quincy Jones talk. nice little excerpt.
It feels like it's a parallel also to like Weeknd's life, you know, because the way he Quincy talks about his relationship with women because of his mother and shit like that. It was just like it was like a bit of like pulling back the curtain a bit. One thing I don't know if I think he's said this before, but like the Weeknd is a character that Abel's created. Like there might be some parallels of reality to it too, but like the whole thing you're saying, like the self-indulgent cokehead sad boy kind of thing, which is very Toronto also, you know, like Nav and shit and like Drake, but is like a bit of a character, and potentially this is the record that he's killing that character off. Because like the concept of this record is that this is the radio that people are listening to while they're in like their car and they're heading towards a bright light. And it's basically death, I suppose. You know, like that's obviously the obvious parallel.
Well, and the cover album is, I mean, he's like an old man. He's like old.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if he's killing off the character Weeknd, and then maybe after that we'll see what happens.
Who knows?
That'll be trippy. Yeah.
Sad
on this
Boy
record,
City.
he's doing like British accents and shit, like old new wave shit. You know, like on that first.
That was really funny.
That first song on Gasoline when he's like, you're like, oh damn, this is new, but it's cool. It's new. Yeah. Yo,
hey man, take
everybody. If you like Weeknd, definitely listen to this. If you don't like him, maybe give it a shot. Maybe this will be the one that touches you.
Well, I just think, man, yeah, exactly. And I think that people should listen to these music. Like they're, you know, like
I think it's amazing that a new thing came out and I actually like it and I'm obsessed with it. Like I'm not really into new music like that too much, you know. Yeah. Like it's crazy. Mean, it's touching me perfectly, you know. Like not sexually, but you know, maybe a little bit.
I can't remember the last album where I just listened to it voraciously front to back. Not that I haven't really this one I listened to, I liked it, but I mean, like, fuck, I'm still jealous of you, man. That's such a hard feeling.
I think half of it is like I'm in a sad boy mode, so it's like really pulling those strings just perfectly, you know. Like
you got a one-way ticket to Sad Boy City, my friend.
Hey, that's where I'm at right now. Look at this ocean and these trees.
I'm a sad boy.
Ba 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 ba. Got my Gucci shit on, trying to look fresh, you know, like
dude.
Got my like weird hat.
Hell yeah.
Anything else happening out there in the world? I don't pay attention.
I watched every single Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, well, yo, what was up with that? Okay, you hit me with that, being like, "Yo, have you seen the Harry Potter movies?" I'm like, what? No.
You're just like,
and why?
Left on red.
Yeah, exactly. But it was kind of funny because, like, so what prompted that? Was Tina like, "Have you ever seen these?" And you're like, "No," and she like made you.
She was watching the fucking 20-year reunion.
Oh, like on what? On a show?
It's a
like
documentary. Yeah, no, it's on like Netflix. It's like a documentary about it. And I was watching it, and then I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta just watch these. I have no idea what's going on." And I'm like, I never liked the Harry Potter movie. I never really gave a shit about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm at that cusp as an old millennial where I was like 13, 14 when the first Harry Potter book came out, but I was already too old, like, which is weird, but like maturely, because I was like, I want cool shit. Like I like wrestling and I like Lord of the Rings and like badass fantasy. I don't care. I don't give a shit about, like, I want wizards to be some like badass person fighting demons, not like a little child wizard being a little.
Yes, well, that's the reality. Like I was gonna say, like, that missed me because I was too old when it came out. But yo, there's people our age that fucking read that shit. So this is, I don't think it's an age thing, but I think it's like you had come from The Hobbit, from real deep, pure fantasy. Yeah, and then like fantasy. This little like fucking superficial shit version just came out, and everyone like was loving it, and you're like, fuck that.
Oh, like, I'm from Hufflepuff.
Yeah. For me, it was always like
I will cast my wiggledy woggledy wand on you.
I remember when it first came out, my sister, who was like 7 at the time, was like reading it, and I was like, you know what, I should read this book. This will be a great opportunity to like bond with my sister and read this book together. And then I read like 2 pages, and I was like, fuck this, and I like just gave up. And I felt like that was maybe a missed opportunity. Shout out Natalie if you're listening to this. Sorry, but so then after that, I was like, I'm ignoring that. And then like, just a few years ago, I used to help my friend do like a comedy show in Montreal. Shout out James Brown if you're listening. And then called Squad Laughs. Shout out Squad Laughs if anyone knows what that is. And then I remember these people, like he's 21 at the time, and like most of his friends were that age, and they would be doing these comedy sketches like, I'm more of a Hufflepuff kind of guy, and you're more of a Slytherin, kind of these jokes like that, and everyone's laughing their ass off, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is one of those moments where I'm just like not part of what's going on.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
And then I never had the interest to.
Yeah, but you know what though, dude? It's that whole shit where it's like it's not even really the fucked up thing about Harry Potter is, and I think why we can't connect it because like it's this weird thing where I think people read it and they're like, I'm an outcast too, but I'm secretly the best.
Right. The one.
You know what I mean? And it's like school's a safe zone. And it's like, I think it was for people who like were good at school. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was
Really?
made for people like us because it's like Harry Potter goes to school and it's like
Oh,
he
works
finds
hard.
friends and works hard and you know he grows up and him and his friends mature and solve fucking mysteries and all this crazy shit happens and but it's always based around them going to school and them feeling family and shit. And I felt like I just didn't like school whatsoever and I thought academia was dumb. Because it all takes place more or less at a
I feel the same.
school, dude.
It's true, actually. It's like I don't care about their damn like college years. You know, this is Saved by the Bell college years. Fuck off.
Like it's not escapism. Like other fantasies, like or like it's like world building where you're literally like you have to like use a part of your brain to like be like, oh, I'm in a completely alien world.
Yeah,
Harry Potter is a real world, but then they just have
know what it is, man.
Stupid magical stuff in it.
Exactly. It's a parallel of climbing the corporate ladder. That's what that shit is. It's like training motherfuckers to be like, yeah, you go to this institution and you slowly get better and you climb that shit. What Lord of the Rings, that's a hero's journey through and through. That's a person going on a quest out of his comfort zone to a whole nother world, and along the way, the travels.
Zero odds.
Nobody,
what? The whole reason why Lord of the Rings won, or like why they fucking, it's because it was hobbits. Nobody expected these fucking little hobbits to do anything.
Yeah,
and they're in a giant world. People. Straight up, that's why, right? But like Harry Potter's the chosen one, and this and that, and like
I don't like the chosen one thing.
No, the chosen one. The chosen one is a fucking dumb archetype.
Fucking Matrix, like almost all of them. I guess like I don't Luke, like the chosen Skywalker, like all this kind of crap. Because like you just said, it was like more like an underdog. Like Frodo or what the fuck Bilbo was not the chosen one. It was just like some guy that's like, I guess I'll do that if no one else wants to do it.
Yeah,
you know, and then he just happened to do it. They were like,
exactly.
There's tales of a special hobbit that's going to bring the ring to the you know, that wasn't like that.
Yeah. No. And they only survive because they're like throughout the entire series, all the hobbits do fantastical things because they're not expected to.
Yeah, and that makes it extra special. Do you think that the one kind of fucks with the mentality of people in society? Like, do people have like this vague notion that they're the one in their reality, their life? You know,
we're all the chosen ones in our own play, right? More or less.
Yeah, it kind of feeds into that because it's an easy archetype that you've grown up with. You could be like, I'm that guy.
Yeah. I don't know. There was like I didn't hate them, but like also like the movies themselves weren't very well made, and they were so long and boring because they just stretched them out. And it's just like about kids. You're just like, oh, I don't know. I like
in comparison to all of them, because you watched them all, I'm guessing almost back to back, right? Like pretty much like you binged them a little bit. How was the Alfonso Cuarón one in comparison to the rest? Was it actually different?
The Alfonso Cuarón one was good. It was pretty
Alphonse
good.
Cuarón? Yeah.
It had it also had what's his nuts? Who's that British actor?
What's his nuts?
British actor who's good. The character
Alan Rickman?
Well, Alan Rickman's and Alan Rickman was actually really awesome in that. Shout out, rest in peace. Yeah, really
R.I.P. Bud.
And his whole storyline, his thing, the fuck. Then that's what pissed me about Harry Potter is that they had these characters that were actually more complex and interesting than Harry Potter.
But they're side characters.
Yeah, then they're side characters, and they're the ones who actually do all the crazy stuff and like experience all this crazy stuff. Who's that guy? He was Dracula. He was fucking.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman is in it. Gary Oldman's really good. Yeah.
Shout out Gary Oldman.
Shout out Gary Oldman. There is a funny thing though when Harry Potter gets the letter, like he's in his fucking house in his uncle's house as a normal kid, and he's like kind of like a child prisoner. It's actually kind of fucked up. He's getting like locked in the basement or locked in an attic, or I think he's locked under the stairs.
Days
he's
of
like
our lives
locked.
shit.
Yeah. And so his address is something, but it's in Surrey.
No. Oh, different Surrey.
Yeah, in England,
In
yeah,
Europe.
there's
Yeah,
Surrey.
yeah,
But
yeah,
imagine,
yeah.
imagine imagine if Harry Potter was in Surrey,
That'd be sick, dude.
has
And
fucking
like the
like a
school was
bunch
just
of.
some rundown school. I have like a. You live maybe closer and go to Surrey more often, but is it really like the stereotype that we all think it is?
I think so.
No, because Boris fucking lives in a spot, like in a nice
It's
condo, you know,
nice.
like
Yeah, it's right
a guy we
downtown.
know.
It's
Yeah,
still Surrey though.
it's Surrey, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. What if he had
Anyway,
fucking Harry Potter had just had like lip rings and drinking Monster Energy all the time?
frosted tips and shit.
I'm the chosen one.
Dude.
Doesn't go to school. Just
Sure,
fucking,
buddy. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man. Yo, back to Gary Oldman in True Romance. I love his character in True Romance. Have you seen that
Oh, he
movie?
had the white dreads. I just know he
Yeah,
had
where
white
he's like the
dreads.
white dread guy. He's got a
I
gold
haven't
tooth.
seen.
He looks like
Yeah,
a
I haven't
super
seen
freak.
True Romance in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right.
All right, let's end this and go watch it. No, no.
All right.
I'm just joking now.
Oh man. Yeah, but that's what I did. I watched all the Harry Potters.
And how did you feel at the end? Were you a fan?
No, no, not really. It was
Okay.
honestly kind of a slog.
Hey, sometimes it's nice to reaffirm hatred.
Reaffirm hate.
That's the lesson. Yeah, I need to
Well,
do
now-
a campaign.
yeah, well, now I can
reaffirm
put-
hate
Now I can shit on them because I've
With-
seen them all.
with great knowledge.
Yeah, with great
You're
knowledge.
almost better at it. Yeah,
They're just exhausting. And Voldemort's a bitch. The bad guy
you heard it here first.
is a fucking little bitch, man. There's one. It's I don't know. It's so stupid, and it's weird. All this shit happens, and like all these evil wizards do evil shit, and then like some of them survive, and like it's like nothing happened. This is what pisses me off, man. I don't know. They're not really
Oh,
well written.
damn.
I don't
Yeah.
think.
Well, not to your standards of fantasy, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's all I got though. Harry Potter.
That's it. All right, shit.
I got food poisoning the other day.
We finally got to just talking about Harry Potter. Even us,
Yeah.
the ones that hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
You got food poisoning. Shit.
I ate a bad oyster. I'm still recovering.
That's what it was.
That's
Okay.
my podcast content is shitting my
Amazing.
pants.
Damn, that's some deep shit, dude. We're
Yeah.
really dissecting the issues
Dude,
of
real
today.
deep shit, dude. Yeah.
Yo, actually, okay, check this. Remember when I sent you that link of people like investment firms buying digital land in the metaverse?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Like, I guess this is maybe the new NFT space race type thing of like, what's the new thing that will gain in value that's virtual? You know, like that almost has no value, right? Like we've created a system where the fact that people think it's valuable makes it valuable. It's pretty twisted.
Well, dude, that's money, bro. We don't have a gold standard, the American dollar. We
That's
just think
true.
It's
I
worth
guess.
a lot. It's fucking crazy, bro.
I guess this is probably why now you can fuck with these kind of different things, like also like cryptocurrency, which we also talked about. Is it's basically like now that we've made money mean literally nothing with no gold standard, you could do different forms of money because there's nothing it's based on. Does that make sense? I'm just
Yeah.
talking on my ass. I'm not smart. I'm not an economics person. I have no clue what the hell I'm talking about, but that's what it seems like on the outside.
Well, here's a question. Could you open up a business in the metaverse
Hmm?
where you had acts of bestiality? Would it be bestiality?
Oh, because it's not real?
Like
Is
if
that what
you
you're
had,
saying?
yeah,
Virtual like dog having sex with a woman or something? Like is that what you're saying?
yeah, or like somebody fucking a donkey. Would that be like it's virtual?
Well, do you remember back in the day when the internet didn't have rules? And
Yes.
then different companies in different countries started to be like, whoa, now we're paying attention to the internet. Because before we had no clue what it was. And now we're going to start putting on, I guess, like restrictions and such, you know, like, I don't know. That's an ethical question. That's very strange. And I don't want to think about.
Well,
I like how that's the only thing you're thinking about. Like, wait a sec, but can a dog fuck a girl? And like, can a horse fuck a girl in this digital world? And is it legal?
like, but if it was like a digital horse and a digital person,
I understand what you're saying. I don't know. Again, I
what
don't
about
wanna
glory?
think about
How would glory holes work in the metaverse?
that. You just jerk off and watch the image, I guess. Like it wouldn't be real. I like it. You're just going to sex town.
Because
Like,
what if you
you're
could
not-
fly into the metaverse and walk into a because you can walk around, can't you? I don't really
I
know
think
what
it's
the
just like
metaverse is.
Second Life. From as far as I've seen from like all the footage of the metaverse, it's basically just Second Life with a like a different platform, basically. Which and Second Life was basically a virtual world that you could log into, and you have your avatar, and you walk around. You could build houses and buy cans of Coke, like little Sprite, fucking like
Sprite's a
looking.
sprite, bro.
Yeah, word up. It's that literally that, you know, like a little image of a can of Coke would be like $1 or some shit, like in real life. It's fucking weird. Anyway, I think that's like I was saying to you before. I think it sounds crazy now, but then you fast forward 25 years and people are just doing it. Like it's actually like integrated into society, you know, kind of like how social media was. Because do you remember when Instagram came out and people were like
Yes.
not really quite sure how to engage with it, and then they were just like using, because there was filters, everyone was using the filters all the time and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
then you were just kind of like taking pictures of like your dumb food and like your friends, and
Those
you
are the
know, like
best ones, though.
it was very well.
That's a glory time.
Definitely it was, but it was like very like people didn't understand really why it existed and what they should do with it. And then you fast forward 20 years. So I guess when was that? That was, I would say, about 2010, 2012. Fast forward 8, 10 years, and it's like a whole another fucking world, you know? Like it's like how we now communicate, most people, you know?
Oh, bro, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying with the metaverse. It's like it sounds stupid now or like clumsy and people don't know what they're doing, but you give it 20 years and it'll be a fucking full like e-commerce kind of like environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is why it's funny when people are like buying this like digital land, is because it's like they're trying to get it on the ground floor of something that they think is going to happen. I mean, this could literally not happen, but I think it will. And now there's like a fake sense of currency. Like, who's even selling the land? Like, is Facebook selling the land or Meta,
Dude,
whatever?
what
You
if
know,
there's
like
like Ponzi schemes? What if there's like bait and switch
I'm guessing there's a
scams?
whole world. Yeah, it's all speculative kind of bullshit. It's just really interesting to me too, like just watching how technology integrates into our lives like this, and commerce and money and capitalism.
What about like bukkake dens in the metaverse?
See, you're asking the real questions, you know? Like I'm trying to talk about culture, and you're asking the real deep hard shit.
Imagine if you're in the metaverse just in a bukkake den and you look around and then you just see people that you know. Would you feel ashamed?
I don't know, because it would be digital at that point, right?
Yeah.
I think you would have a completely false character. No one's going to model their own shit off themselves, are they? Maybe some people do. I don't
Well,
know.
that's the thing. I think that you have to in the metaverse. It's all commodified. It's all data mining, right?
Yeah, like you create a profile and you upload your
See,
license.
this is the
and then
twist. This is
it's
why I'm
in-
saying this, Chris. You think I'm just gross, but I'm trying to open your mind. Because where does privacy begin? We have to.
Does it begin in the bukkake den, or does it begin in our homes?
Privacy begins in the bukkake den. I assure you. Because I assure you, my friend. Because
Definitely.
like it's gonna be commodified. It's gonna be everybody's gonna be it's gonna be linked like fucking Facebook and all the shit is. We're already in the metaverse, right? With Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
Technically, yeah, just hasn't. We just put a fucking virtual
Yeah.
goggle on us.
So say like we're in there, right? Our profiles are in there, and you're trying to fuck a donkey, and then you look around and you have people you know from work are in the fucking bar watching you drinking their little digital Sprite or whatever.
Getting a screen cap and then showing all your friends in real life,
Dude.
and then being like, "Damn, see what I saw
See?
Mark doing in the fucking."
Exactly. So how do we, you can't have any fun anymore. That's the whole point, right?
Definitely true. I mean, when you go into a world like that, it's like you're being watched and tracked.
Well, what do you think the dark web's going to be like then? Is it going to be like Mos Eisley, like the, you know what I mean, like from Star Wars, or like some evil?
You think it would exist inside the metaverse? Like that'd
It
be
has
hilarious.
to. Imagine that, just like a fucking. I wish it did. In a perfect world,
Maybe.
you can
I mean,
gain access and then like float into this little den of sin.
Well, that's it. Yeah. I had told you this, but like in Second Life, I'd watch a documentary about it, and I like kind of followed it a long time ago because I thought it was like really bizarre and interesting. Now we're actually getting closer and closer to that. But like there was like hackers who were like creating tanks in the Second Life and driving to cities and just blowing shit up, just basically terrorizing. I remember it being framed in these like blog posts as like virtual terrorism or some shit, you know? And it was like you're gonna have those kind of bad actors, I think, and also the metaverse as well, you know, like people who are able to like rewrite code and
Yeah, you need
create
that
their
chaos,
own-
dude.
Yeah,
You need
kind of a
chaos.
little bit, yeah. At least it's in the virtual world, unless it's
Yeah.
draining your fucking account, like
Yeah.
which I'm sure you link your account, like your bank account, to this profile. You know, like.
Are we just going into the matrix? We're just gonna set up our like.
Well, this is it. It's a rudimentary matrix. It really is, and like it depends on the technology and how much we will become like involved in it. If the technology sucks and it's not worth being in, then it won't take off. But if the technology is good enough and it keeps people sucked in, then it could actually become some shit. You know.
Because they're pretty fun, man. Virtual reality games and like VR headsets are pretty fun to play.
But you probably just do all the sex ones, right? Like,
yeah,
you get all the bukkake ones.
Yeah, just pure scat, just limp bizkit.
Limp
Bizkit for the Oculus.
Limp Bizkit in the house.
You know the Limp Bizkit sex game?
I don't.
You've never
sex game?
Are you serious, dude? It's 2022 and you've never heard of the urban tale of the Limp Bizkit?
Never.
Are you serious?
Yeah, now enlighten me.
I don't want to tell you, dude. I kind of don't want to tell you now.
I don't want to look it up, dude. I don't want to see whatever they're going to show me.
Oh, man. Okay.
Well, is it like easy to encapsulate?
Come with me, Chris, back to 1998.
Getting the fucking time
Cumberland Jr. Me and a couple friends, after watching Nookie by Limp Bizkit on the weekend on Much
the greatest
Music.
songs of all time.
We are discussing the song and the potent lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
So when Fred Durst says, I did it all for the Nookie.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie. So you can take that cookie.
And then he says, yeah. Yep.
You know what the cookie is?
It's not a real cookie? It's not dad's cookie?
My friend Christopher.
Mm-hmm.
The cookie he is referring to.
Oh,
is
the anus.
In fact, the Limp Bizkit.
What is this now?
Fair.
Gosh.
And this is what one of my friends in middle school would regale us with, is that a bunch of men gather around in a room.
Oh, they come on the cookie.
Proceed to masturbate.
Yes.
Onto the cookie.
Oh,
the last one achieving orgasm and arriving
Jesus
has to eat said cookie.
God help me now. Unless you like it. Maybe you like it. Yeah, I don't know.
unless you like it. So
maybe
the guys, there's just
one guy holding out.
Oh no, I have to eat the cookie now.
God, yeah, Jesus Christ.
My bad, guys. I got this.
Yeah,
I can't believe this is the fourth time in a row that I've come last.
This is wild, isn't it? Anyway, I guess I'll just eat it.
Is this a coincidence?
Jesus Christ. So that was called the Limp Bizkit?
That's a Limp Bizkit, apparently.
Damn, I thought it was about like a limp dick or some shit, like something very easy and obvious.
But I don't know, man. You know the urban legend sex things.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever heard of a rusty trombone or a dirty Sanchez? And it's just like nobody
has ever done
those are sex acts that nobody does those.
Well, thanks for telling me and our audience that incredible information that we should all know.
I can't believe you've never heard of Limp Bizkit before.
Yeah.
That's come and gone. Ages have passed, dude. People have been born and died. 9/11 happened.
Yo, dude. Okay, I avoided Two Girls, One Cup. I avoided any kind of horrifying imagery. I don't want to know that.
Goatsy?
What?
You avoided Goatsy? You ever
I don't even know what that is. Damn, son.
Bro, you don't know what Goatsy is?
Yeah.
Goatsy?
I've been living in a perfect, ignorant hell.
So Goatsy.cx was viral. It was one of the earliest memes, actually, which is kind of fucked up. But this is so Goatsy.cx was essentially an image or an image link that somebody would send you. And as soon as you clicked on it, it would come up to an image of a person, a man, stretching out his own anus from behind.
God, Jesus Christ, man.
And leaving the viewer glaring into the heart of darkness. That is an open anal cavity. And we would send that to people randomly on like school computers.
Oh God. Just to get them to
emails. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is like really fucked up. Like
see, this is why back in episode 2 you were talking about rosebudding. Because this has been like part of your life for eons.
Was that episode 2?
That was episode 2.
Dude,
now we're on 27, bruh.
Damn. Yes.
That was 1 whole year ago. Thanks everybody for listening. Still, if you are.
Are you familiar with Lemon Party?
Oh my! Keep them coming. I might as well get them all out of here. Yeah.
So lemonparty.jpg was also a link. So you click on Lemon Party, and then it opens a link to a bunch of old dudes blowing each other.
That's not the worst, to be honest.
That's actually not the worst. The more
I think the gaping
that's a couple
asshole.
Old guys. The gaping asshole is violence.
That's a bit much.
That's
It's violence. Yeah, it's violence is a good word for it. But like
That's
just a bunch
disgusting.
of dudes, like older men,
Just
pleasuring
pleasuring
each other. That's I love that. You know,
That's
good for
actually
them.
not that bad.
Yeah, that's a wholesome one. I'd watch
That's
that right
actually
now.
Yeah, Lemon Party is actually quite wholesome.
Yeah. In
The
the
Goatsee's not. Two Girls,
very-
One Cup. I avoided. I heard about it, and I just said,
I know.
no.
I still don't. I mean, I've seen cake farts before. Like it's like
somebody just farting on a cake.
yeah, it's like quote unquote hot girls farting on cakes. Nothing really sexual.
That's just weird. You hear about that woman who like was selling her own farts and then got like really sick?
In like balloons or some shit? How?
Yeah, and like
How does she
jars and
capture the
stuff.
fart?
She was farting like in jars and stuff, and she was farting like hundreds of times a day. And she was just like she like fucked her body up. She's making like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But she ate stuff that made her gassy? Is that what's up?
Yeah, like she got too gassy.
Oh, damn. She just like ballooned up and floated away into the atmosphere?
Basically.
Yeah, they should have been like harnessing. Can you harness the human fart for like gas? You know how methane gas is like expelled by cows and shit?
Dude,
can you?
This is something we need to fucking do, bro.
Yeah, they
this
need
is
tubes.
A genius idea.
They need tubes in cows' asses going to a large silo. Just collect all that methane, and then we should be using that to power things.
We're fucking geniuses.
I know. What are we doing here, like two idiots on a podcast, when we have all the answers to everything?
I'm just gonna tweet Elon Musk right now. Fuck
Hit him
Tesla.
up. Say
Fuck
hi
your
for me.
lithium batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Fart cars.
It's not a smart car. We're not talking smart cars
Fuck
here.
a smart car. Give me a fart car. It's right there. It's renewable energy. It's right there.
Exactly. That's the green gas we're all trying to get to.
Yeah, and you get a fucking eat a porterhouse steak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
then what's a fucking vegan gonna say, huh? What's a vegan gonna say when these factory farms are powering your house? Huh?
What are you gonna say, vegan? I'm gonna say vegan.
Vegan. Yeah, that's right. Checkmate.
Check it, mate, dude. Bacon wins again.
That's right. And there's no more room for discussion. That's just the truth.
Yeah. Bacon on everything.
All right, man. I think that is fucking the thing I want to leave everyone on. I don't know about you. If you got more
to
say.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Fart cars, full support. I think.
Full support.
Yeah.
And cakes. Farting on cakes. I'm going to do that today.
There you go. Yeah. Give it to
Just spend 3 hours baking a cake just so I can
fart on it and then throw it in the garbage.
Or shit my pants because I still have food poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right.
Peace out then.
Nice.